Hi everyone, my name is Emma from Emma X Stitching. It is WIP Parade Day. I'm going to make some quick apologies in advance. I'm coming to the end of a cold. I do apologise. I feel like I can hear it. My eyes feel particularly watery today, but we're just going to have to roll with it, I'm afraid. It is also very windy outside, so apologise if you can hear the bad weather outside. Anyway, hi. I know a lot of people find people from WIP Parades, so just as a quick reintroduction, I am Emma. I have been stitching for many years. I live in Southport in the UK. I live with my two little babies, that aren't really little babies, really. My daughter Iris is 7 and my son Rory is 5. Yeah, I work in GP surgeries and yeah, as I say, I love my stitching. I have a lot of WIPs, well, I say a lot of WIPs. It's quite a lot for me currently. Not as many as some people, but yeah. How should we do today? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whiz through my finishes from the last year and then we'll just get into the WIPs really. I'm gonna pop in, I think, pictures of the finishes because I'm not organised enough to have any to show you. So yeah, we'll do that and yeah, hopefully you enjoy what you see, and please do subscribe if you are not already, and if you are a returning viewer, just thank you so much. I know Flosstube is a ever-growing community, and if you've taken the time to sit and watch me, I am super appreciative. I'm gonna jump on the thing of yeah, I'd like to know what you're stitching on while you're watching my WIP Parade and how far you get. That would be lovely to know. So yeah, let's just dive right in with the finishes. So a quick statistical check-in. I started the year, I'm gonna have to keep referring to notes, I'm afraid, my memory is terrible. So I started the year apparently on 30 WIPs at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of 2025 I was on 30 WIPs. I had 14 finishes last year, not too bad. So those were All Kinds of Amazing by Stitchrovia. We had Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Mathews. We had Decaf by AuryTM. Let's pull this up a bit so I'm not like really looking down at you. We had Southern Seas Beauty by Forest Embroidery. We had Mermaid by Anna XStitch Art. We had Colours of Summer by Stitchrovia. Oh, that's 2 Stitchrovias last year. Not bad for Stitchrovia. We had Summer Sal, the Summer Stitch Along from Love Poppet. We had Greenhouse of Oddities by Lola Crow. We had Extraordinary Birds by Lola Crow. Clearly I was loving both Stitchrovia and Lola Crow last year. We had Snow White by Little House Needleworks. We had a full coverage finish. We had Unicorn, Moon and Stars by Gecko Rouge, artwork by Lorna, Laine. We had Fantastical Greenhouse by the Tiny Modernist. We had Box Turtle by Fine Frog Stitching, and we had Scissors by ScissorTail Designs. So 14 finishes last year. Now, whereas the year before, I rewatched my last WIP Parade just this morning, just to remember where I was up to. Whereas the year before, so 2024, I managed to finish quite a lot of older projects. That was not the case this year. So apparently I finished one project that I started in 2021. I finished one project that I started in 2023. I finished 3 projects that I started in 2024. And 9 of my finishes were both starts and finishes in 2025. So I was clearly loving the new finishes and not so much the older stuff last year. And when we go through the WIPs, you will also see, if you are a regular WIP Parade viewer, I didn't work on a lot of my old WIPs. You'll be very surprised to know, I'm sure. So yeah, so we enjoyed the new finishes last year, and we did have a lot of new starts. So let's get cracking, I think, with the WIPs, because otherwise we're going to be here all day. Right, let's go back to the start. So let's go back. My oldest WIPs start from 2020. We really need to get rid of these 2020 WIPs, and that is a slight goal I will have this year. So how we'll work is I will show you pictures of what things will look like when they're done. I'll either hold something up or put a picture in. We'll see what I've got. If I worked on it this year, I will pop a picture up of where you saw it in the last WIP Parade. I think that's how we'll do it, so we can see the yearly progress. If I didn't work on it this year, there will be no before picture, obviously. Right, let's get going. So, Winter Wonderland Historique Stickmuster. Here's what it'll look like when it is done. I started this on the 1st of December 2020. Oh, it's in a hoop. Oh, I didn't think about this, taking things out of hoops. Let's see what we can do. Do you know what? I'm not going to take this one out of its hoop because it's being worked on currently, but I'm sure you can see. So, last year I was at 27.8%, which was 4,457 stitches, and we are now at 37.4%, which is 6,008 stitches, and here we are now. So this is stitched on a 32 count natural Lucan from Zweigart. So yeah, here we go. So as I say, I've pulled this out to work with at the moment because I really want to get this finished. It's my oldest WIP. It's been hanging around since 2020 and it really needs to be done. So it just has 3 colours in this. So I thought, because it's simple, it's easy, the pattern lives on my phone, I'm going to keep this as my in-car stitching project. So in case you are new around here, I need a project in my car for when I'm waiting to pick the kids up from school, basically. So it doesn't get much, but it does get a little bit of progress each week. Maybe 3 days a week, it gets like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, which it gets there eventually. So I'm gonna leave this out and see if we can make some good progress as in car stitching this year. So yeah, happy with at least a little bit of progress on the oldest WIP this year. But hopefully this time next year it'll be finished. Right, let's leave out stuff that we're gonna stitch on and put stuff in the basket that we're not. I'll try and show you some interesting bags. This is a Caterpillar cross stitch bag that I won in a giveaway many moons ago. Sorry, there may have been a slight pause there. Let's try not pause after every WIP. Right, project number 2. So we are in a bag by Hot Trotter Stitches and it is lovely. And this is Botanical Chessboard. I'm on the wrong page now, by Doodlecraft Designs. And I love this one. But I've got another Blackwork piece on the go that I want to get done first. So this is Botanical Chessboard. And it is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. And this has not had any work this year. But it looks like, I don't know which way up it is. Let's go with this way for now. Looks like this. So it's on a 20 count white Ada and I started this on the 26th of December 2020. So Boxing Day start. I'm using, I think this calls, if I remember correctly, for a variegated thread, a DMC variegated, but I've changed that and I'm just using DMC 3346 for this bit so far. But as I say, no change this year. And I'm going to see, if I get my other Blackwork piece finished, then this might get some love, but probably not. We'll see. Right, I'm really sorry for the crinkling, but it is what it is, I'm afraid. Right, let's pop that in the WIP basket. Right, WIP number 3 is my other Botanical piece, Blackwork piece, I should say. I mean, they're both Botanical Blackwork, but you know. So this is Botanical Blackwork, and it is by The Steady Thread. This one has had some love this year, and I am aiming to get this finished this year. And this is, this I started on the 11th of January 2021. It's on 18 count white Ada. I can't really put a picture in of what this looks like when it's done because there's so many different like variations of it. But I can put a picture in of where I was last year. And you will be able to see that I did really well on this. And I've managed to get all of the borders stitched in. So I've managed to get all these shadow boxes. I think is there 49? 7 by 7, yeah, 49. So I didn't do any filling this year. This was the filling I already had last year. And I'm filling in with, it's a sulky thread in the colour 4082, which looks like this. But I am really hoping to get this done this year because it's old and it needs doing. And now that I've done the boring bit, it's just going to be really fun to fill all that in now. So that's WIP number 3. And hopefully will also be finished by next year. Right, let's leave that one out. Okay, number 4. Right, this is getting some love this year. And I'm so happy with this. So this is Mini Sunflower Cottage. And it is by Dona Gelsinger, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. When it is finished, it will look like, let's see if we can show you on here. It will look like this. I love it. It's so colourful and cheerful and yeah, makes me happy. Last year on this one, I was at 10.36%, which was 5,840 stitches in. You can see. I had an aim of getting to 33% done. I started this with Stitchman Darcy and quite a lot of people joined us on this and quite a lot of people have since finished it. And we were way behind. So we decided to set a little goal of getting to 33% in 2025. And I'm very pleased to say that I hit that goal. So I started this piece on the 25th of February 2021. It's stitched on a 25 count Lugana, and here is where I am now. So I am now at, where am I at? 36.47%, which is 20,550 stitches. So it's come on so much and I'm absolutely loving it. Now, this piece, if you watched any videos of mine at the end of last year, I decided to start doing a 100 stitch a day project. And I was working on something else, which we'll get to later. But I thought, because I'm not normally a work on multiple WIPs in a day kind of person, other than my car stitching. But I thought I'd try it, and I actually really enjoyed just picking up one project, putting 100 stitches in it and then putting it away and picking something else up. So I thought I might try and bring that into the new year and have this as a 100 stitch a day project. And so far we're doing well. So my goal this year is to get this to at least 50%. So I'm going to keep this hopefully as a 100 stitch a day project to get to 50%, and then we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, I love it so much. I'm so happy with it. Yeah, so there we go. So hopefully that will also be further along. This is in a cross stitch Jess bag. I love Jess's bags so much, with the diagonal zip. You will see many more of those in this WIP Parade. So that one's definitely staying out. Right, WIP number 4 is one that I haven't worked on again. However, I would like to keep this out and work on a little bit this year. And this is Little Bird Quaker by Modern Folk Embroidery. And it looks like this. It's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful. And I need to work on this. So, after saying for the last however many years that I absolutely love it, I love my combination of threads and fabric, and still not working on it, I'm going to set myself an actual goal on this because this is all I've got so far. So this I started on the 24th of April 2021. I'm stitching it on a 20 count Antique Violet Ada from Zweigart, and I'm using a classic Colourworks thread called Baby Blanket, which looks like this. It's all tangled because it's just been shoved in a bag. So it's all different, like it's like a variegated pastel shades. It's beautiful. So yeah, I don't know, maybe to get to like at least 10% or at least put like 1,000 stitches in. I don't know, it needs some work this year. So that's definitely going on the goal list. It's going to stay out and we're definitely going to get some progress on that this year. I've said it. It's going to happen. Right, that's that one. Next one is a Victorian Charm by Dimensions. This I started on the 20th of August 2021. It looks like this, if I can get it out of the bag. It's a stunning design, and also hasn't had any more work this year. So let's pop that back in the bag and pull this out. So this is stitched on, is it a 60? I think it's a 16 count navy Ada. It's just part of the kit, and this is where we're up to. So no progress this year. It's probably not one that I'll reach for this year, but I love it all the same. At some point it'll come out. Is it a 16 count or is it an 18? Does it tell me on here? It's an 18 count. It's an 18 count navy Aida. So it's all provided in the kit. And if you know dimensions, it's, yeah, all sorts of different strands and blends and all sorts of things in there. So we'll get to it one day because it is beautiful. Okay, project number 8. No, have I missed one? Project number 7, I have missed one, is it is another full coverage, which hasn't had any work this year. I have a plan for my full coverages this year. I've decided I'm going to have a little go at WIP Go this year, which is not something that I've tried before, properly anyway. I feel like I've always made plans and never actually done it at all. However, I'm going to try it this year. We'll see. So other than my sunflower cottage, which I've got its own separate goal on, I have 6, I think, full coverage designs so far. So I have put them on a WIP Go board 4 times each. 6 times 4, 20, yeah, 24. So yeah, they've gone on 4 times each, and my goal each time they are drawn is to put 1,250 stitches in. So I'm hoping that by doing that, I'll get 5,000 stitches further along on these this year. We will see. And this is one of the calls for January, so hopefully you might see some progress on this soon. But this is Quick Stitch Fairy Monster, artwork by Lisa Victoria, charted by Heaven and Air Designs. Oh, where is it? This is what it'll look like. Isn't he adorable? So cute. I need to sneeze. Hang on. So last year I had done, so I started this on the 29th of August 2021, and I was at, well, I'm still at the same, so let's just show you. It's stitched on a 25 count, even weave, Lugana, whatever it's called, gridded, and I'm at 1.42%, which is 758 stitches. I'm doing this in 10 stitch, and it's my only project in 10 stitch. And I've not touched it since 2021, I don't think. So we'll see when I pick it back up whether I do enjoy it or not properly. So yeah, hopefully this will be much further along this year. Fingers crossed. That one needs to stay out then, doesn't it, if it's a January project? Right, next. I feel like we need to stop doing WIP parades at the start of the year because I feel like I'm always full of cold early in the year, but never mind. I'm really sorry, you'll just have to bear with me. Okay, number 8 is the stockings were hung by Tiny Modernist. I think I have a picture of what this will look like. Do I? Let's see. Yes, we do. It will look like this. And this was released as a stitch along back in 2021, and it was released in 4 parts. Now, I haven't worked on this year. I started this on the 26th of October 2021. I don't like the fabric on this, but I think I just need to do it, and I'm going to make myself, I want to really try and get the first 2 parts, so the top half I want to get done this year, hopefully. So this is on a DMC 28 count linen in Air Force green, and I'm stitching this with the call for, which I think does have some classic colourworks and weeks dye works in, and this is where we're up to so far. The fabric just doesn't feel nice, but I just need to get it done. I think if it's going to be done, if I'm going to carry on, I need to just get it done, basically. So yeah, that's where we're up to with this one. So I'm only at 5.23%, which is 674 stitches. That's all we're up to so far. So hopefully by next year we'll be a little bit further along. And this is in another Hot Trotter Stitches bag, and it's lovely festive dinosaurs, because if you don't already know, I love a dinosaur. Keep that one out. Right, next one is Noel by Satsuma Street. I don't think I have a picture of this one, so I'll pop one in for you. And this I'm stitching on a 28 count platinum linen, sorry. And I started this on the 23rd of November 2021. And I've not done anything on this year, and I don't have any stats for you, but that's where we're up to. I love the colours on this. It's so fun. But yeah, I haven't picked it up again. Should probably do that. Is that even the right way up? I don't know. My brain's not working. Anyway, there we go. Right. That's WIP number 9. And now going into WIP number 10. I'm going to have to put a picture in of this one to get the full thing. I have worked on this a little bit this year. So this is Nutcracker Village and it's by Cottage Needleworks. Now I did have a goal on this year and I definitely didn't get as far as I would have liked, but I did pick it up at least, so that's something. So I'll pop a picture in of where I was last year. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count raw silver. And yeah, I managed to complete at least the middle section. Let me just try and hold this a little bit better. There we go. So yeah, the middle section is now complete. And we see the sparkle on this. It's really pretty. Yeah, so middle one done, and I think there is there another 10? 4 across the top and the bottom. Yeah, I think there's 10 like houses to go around the outside. So I'd really like to get 3, 1 would be good, even if we can just get some work on it this year. But at least the middle bit's done now. So yeah, and I think I'm going to probably start on the one on either this side or this side first. And just so I can get the everything lined up and in the right place. So that's that one. Let's try and pop this back in its bag. And this, I don't know where this bag's from, but it was from my lovely friend Jo from Blue She Stitches, and I just love it so much. It's more Christmassy dinosaurs. Love it. Right, next, number 11 is The Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. Now, I'm sure most people, I say most people, a lot of people have done what I've done and bought the whole series of these Year in the Woods, and probably also started on the second series like I did, and still on number 1. Is what it is. So this is The Fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. I love him. I think he's great, but I didn't work on him again. So this I'm stitching on a 36 count Picture This Plus Mirage. And where is he? Here he is. So no love this year, and that's where he's up to so far. So I don't have any statistics on this one for you, other than it was started on this is the first 2022 WIP. I don't think I told you when I started Nutcracker Village on Christmas Eve 2021, and then this was started on the 2nd of Jan 22. So here are the 2022 WIPs. So I love him. He's great. I don't know whether he'll get any work this year or not. And this I've kept in a Sobe bags. These bags are beautiful. I love Pauline's bags. Right, next is Golden Bees by Owl Forest Embroidery. And this is in another Pauline bag. Sobe bags, beautiful. And I'll pop a picture in of what this one will look like when it's done. And I've not worked on this year either. It's got a tiny start, which I don't know which way up it goes, but here we go. It's beautiful. I love Owl Forest designs. I love the threads. They're just stunning. Need some more work. Maybe this year, maybe not. Who knows? That one was started on the 12th of March 2022. Next we have Pandemic, my first long dog sampler, which I have not worked on this year. Let's pop a picture in of what this one looks like. Where are we? I think we've all seen Pandemic at some point or other, and this is what it'll look like when it's done. And I have a tiny measly little start on this one. I started this on the 23rd of March 22. I'm stitching this on a 20 count vintage mocha from Zweigart, and this is my tiny little start. Not much to see at all. This is 0.35%, which is 268 stitches. And I'm stitching this using Mrs. Sadis silk in the colour Midnight. And isn't it beautiful? So many lovely colours in there. I just need to do it really. But I've got another long dog that I'm prioritising at the moment, so probably not this year. Next we have WIP number 15, which is Supernatural by the Witchy Stitcher, and this is living in another cross-stitch Jess bag, and lovely dinosaur print. Let's pop a picture in of this one. This will look like this when it's completed. And this one can have a picture of what it looked like last year, because I have made some real good progress on this one this year. I'm really pleased with how this one's coming along. So last time you saw this, I don't have an actual statistic because I didn't have it in Pattern Keeper as a full pattern last year. But I can tell you I am now, so I started this on the 2nd of June 2022. It's stitched on a 20 count vintage mocha, same as Pandemic. And I am now at 48.28%, which is 9,105 stitches. Oh, let's just drop it like that. There we go. And here we're up to now. So I think last year I only had 3 and a bit boxes done. So I've completed the top 8 boxes and the border all the way around the top. So I'd like to get at least another 4 creatures done this year on this one. A finish would be great, but I think 4 is more realistic. But I love that one. Really good fun to stitch that one. Let's pop that one back in its bag and we'll leave that one out for this year. Right, next we have My Little Minnow. So we are entering Mermania. So each year myself and Jo from Belushi Stitches do Mermania, where we like to stitch on mermaids in the month of May. And this year in particular, we're hitting 2023 now, so that's it. So we've not got many WIPs left from 2022, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4 WIPs left from 2022. Maybe I should try and prioritise and get rid of them, although they're all quite big. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, My Little Minnow is by Autumn Laine Stitchery. Do we have a picture of this one? Yes, we do. Will look like this when it's done. It's beautiful. I love this so much. I haven't worked on it this year. And this is stitched on an 18 count chromatic alchemy fabric. It's called Aquilo. Started this on the 1st of May 23, and this is where I'm up to so far. So again, not worked on last year, but it is beautiful and probably should be worked on soon. We will see. The next mermaid, I was clearly doing a lot of mermaid starts this year, and this one is Red Mermaid by RTO. This is beautiful. Let's show you the design. Isn't she absolutely stunning? I love her so much. So I started in the middle of this one. I haven't worked on it this year. This came with a kit, so I'm stitching this on the called for fabric, which I think is a 14 count, is it? Does it say? Not to I think it's a 14 count. And this is where I'm up to. So not that this looks like anything at all, but again, this is quite tricky with blends and all sorts of bits and pieces going on. Can we see where we are? This is like an arm, I think. So it's like this section. So yeah, a long way to go on that one. Didn't pick it up this year. Probably won't pick it up this year, but we'll see. I feel like I keep pausing and coming back, and my nose is getting redder and redder each time, and I'm sounding more and more cold. Like, I really do apologise. I'm not normally like this, although if you watch my last video, you probably think I do. Anyway, let's keep going. Next one is Mermaid's Garden by the Blue Flower. This is in a lovely Hot Trotter Stitches bag, in this lovely daisy print. and this is what it'll look like when it's done. And I have worked on this a little bit this year, not loads, but a little bit. I'd like to prioritise this one this year, to be honest, because it's not a huge pattern and it's not got loads left on it. So I'll put a picture of where I was last year, and I'm pretty sure I had the text done, but I have now completed the Mermaid. So this I've stitched on I feel like this fabric I never write down what it is that each year. Is it a platinum? I think it's platinum. 28 count, I think. So this does call for quite a lot of like, let's have a look. Gentle Arts, Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works. If I have it, I'm using it. If I don't, I'm just using their DMC. So that's where this is up to so far. I started this on the 14th of May 2023. So yeah, fingers crossed that won't be in next year's WIP Parade, but who knows. Let's pop that back in. Right, next we have a Poltergeist Pirates by Glendon Place. I love this. Here is a bag from, I don't know, who made me this bag? Don't know, but it's really lovely. It's massive as well. So this looks like this. It's absolutely stunning. Myself and Jo from Belushi Stitches saw this being stitched up at a Ladybird retreat by, there was about 3 people stitching on it, I think, and we just loved it so much that we bought it and then started it. So I haven't worked on it this year. It's massive. I can't get this back in the bag. I'm stitching this on a huge piece of fabric. It is, what is this? So it's by Glendon Place, the pattern, I don't think I said. It's a Fabric Flare 32 count Creationist Purple. Where is my start? And this, oh, here it is. It's huge. But there you go. So I've started in the top corner. I've got the moon done apart from its back stitch. And I've started on the ship, if you can see that. Can we see? There's so much fabric here. I really need to cut this down a bit, I think. But yeah. Tan from the Monogamous Cross Stitcher finished this year and got it framed at a retreat that I was at, the Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham, and it absolutely looks so gorgeous. So if you want to see that finished, definitely go and check out Tan. Let's pop that away. Oh, all my WIPs are falling over in this basket and I need to adjust. So if I didn't already say, that was started on the 29th of October 2023. Another 2023 start is the Black Pearl from the Witchy Stitcher, which when it is finished will look like this. I love this design. It's so cool. So I have worked on this a little bit this year, so I'll pop a picture in. I'm stitching this on a 40 count fabric from Be Stitch Me. I love this fabric so much. It's so bright and cheerful. I started this on the 4th of November 2023. So last time you saw it, I was at 13.31%, which was 768 stitches. And we're now at 32.47%, which is 1,837 stitches. So we've done over 1,000 stitches on this year. Isn't it fun? I love this fabric. And I'm just using DMC 310 to stitch it with. Love it. I'd like to get this finished this year. It's not that big of a pattern. As I say, I'm already at 32%, so there's no reason why it shouldn't be a finish this year. And this is in a Turtle Bay Stitches bag. Lovely Ariel bag. Love that one. Let's see if I can get that back in its bag. And then we have the final 2023 start, which is Silver Hoof by Owl Forest Embroidery. Which, do I have a picture of this? Yes, I do. Will look when it's done like this. Really beautiful design. But I haven't worked on it again this year, obviously. This is in a, I think this is by Jess Gets Stitching. this lovely Flower Fairies bag with the, it's got a glittery Ada, it's beautiful. So this, I started on the 21st of November 23. I'm stitching it on Zweigart 32 count blue spruce. Let's leave it folded actually. I'm at 4.99%, which is 344 stitches. Not been worked on this year. Again, it's really not that big of a pattern. Should probably just do it. And I'm stitching this with the Called For Owl Forest threads, which are beautiful. I'll just show you the blues that I used in it. Aren't they stunning? Such nice variegation in those. Oh, I've lost one. So that is the 2023 WIPs. Let's head into 2024. And another pile. Let's move this over. Oh, right. Okay, first one is Sans Souci by Long Dog Samplers. Now I started this on the 29th of February 2024, and my idea was I was taking part in the, what's it called, the Long Dog Leap Year Sal or something, with the idea being that you start a long dog on one leap day, year thing, to be finished by the next leap year. I'm more on track now than I was, but we'll see. So this is what this will look like. It's Sans Souci. Oh, hang on, let's zoom in a bit. There we go. Really lovely design. I will pop a picture in of where I was on this last year. So I'm stitching this on a Chromatic Alchemy 18 count Ada in the colour Dulcet, and I'm using DMC 820 for this one. So I was at 1.07%, which was 259 stitches. And I am now at 25.21%, which is 6,115 stitches. So it's looking much better than it was last year. So I'd like to get another 25% on this year. I could do with being at least halfway. So I really like this pattern, it's beautiful. And nice easy stitching with it only being in one colour. And I've got a lovely needle minder on here from Crafty Emily. If you have not got your hands on one of these yet, you need to. It's a needle minder and floss drop in one. So for these monochrome projects, these needle minders are just the perfect invention in my eyes. And yeah, this fabric's beautiful. I don't know if you can, it doesn't show up very well, but it's lovely. Right, let's pop that one away. This is in another Just Get Stitching bag. Oh, if I can show you, beautiful, really lovely. Right, next is, where are we? It's another monochrome piece, and it's in another Cross Stitch Jess bag. How beautiful is this one? Love this print. And this is Vintage Black Sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery, which will look like this. Black Vintage Sampler, I should say. I love all the different things that are going on this one. And I think I started this as part of Mermania. Did I? Oh, I started it slightly before. 29th of April 2024 I started this one. It's on an 18 count Ada from Chromatic Alchemy in the colour Boreophyte. Unfortunately, Chromatic Alchemy isn't dyeing fabrics anymore, which is a real shame because I feel like a lot of my projects are on her fabrics. And this is where we got up to. So I started on the bottom of this one because I wanted to start with the Mermaid. I'm using the Call For Owl Forest threads, which look like, do I have one out? Let's get one, hang on. I can't open this bag, my hands aren't working. There we go. It's like a variegated black and grey. Oh, there goes one. And in case you haven't ever had Owl Forest threads before, they come on these lovely, they come attached to bobbins, but they're lovely and twisted and wound up. Beautiful. Right, let's put all those back in the bag, if we can. Sorry, that was very rustly. So yeah, I'm only on, where am I up to? 3.14%, which is 734 stitches. Didn't get any love this year, but it's beautiful nonetheless. Another mermaid project is the next one, which is WIP number 23, and it's in another turtle based stitches bag in this really cool sort of mermaid piratey print. And this is Mermaids of the Season. Do I have a picture of this one? No, I'll pop one in. Mermaids of the Season by Bella Filipina. This was released as a stitch along, and I started this on the 27th of May 2024. I'm on Chromatic Alchemy again, this time a 28 count linen in Glacier. I haven't really got very far at all on this one. I don't even know which the right way up is, but I've literally done one border of one box. So a long way to go on this one, but one day we'll get to it. Right, I can move pages in my notebook. Right, next one is B by Lorna, Laine, charted by Gecko Rouge. Now this is on my WIP Go this year, so hopefully it'll get 5,000 stitches put in it. I don't know who made this bag, but it's beautiful. I really don't know, sorry, but it's really stunning. I love this print. So B, it's a kit from Gecko Rouge, and it looks like this. You'll have definitely seen this before. It's so colourful and I just love it. I can't believe I've not worked on this year to be honest. But never mind, it will get some love this year. I'm stitching this on a 25 count Lugana, and I started this on the 19th of June 2024, and I'm at 7.74%, which is 5,039 stitches. So I even left it in its nerge, being all hopeful that I'd get some work done. But this year, it will get some work done, definitely. I love this one. It's so cheerful. Love it. Pretty sure I started that with Jo from Blueshy Stitches. Did I? We definitely stitched on it together at some point. But yeah, a lot of people are stitching on that one. And I was using this as part of a style with Cross Stitch Jess and Rosie from Rosie XStitches with the hashtag Get Your Gecko Out, I seem to remember. So love that one. Next is, this is the last WIP of 2024. And this is a Dino Garden by Una Buena Piazza. And when it is finished, it will look... Oh, I think I can only show you like a mock-up of this one rather than like a finished design. Let's see. It'll look a bit like this when it's done. And I'm using, so this is in another turtle based stitches bag in this lovely dinosaur print. And this I'm stitching using Stitchman Darcy fabric. It's an 18 count and it's called Grey Expectations. And I've not got much of a start on this at all. I've done 1.33%, which is 156 stitches. And this is all we have, this little palm tree in the middle. And that's it so far. So that is the 2024 WIPs. That was started on the 15th of December 2024. So now we're into the new starts. And yeah, I had a lot of new starts this year. I think I was just, I'm pretty sure at the start of the year, I was just like, I don't care. I just want to start things and enjoy them. And I did. So as I say, I did finish 9 of my starts from this year, but we've still got quite a few left to go. I'm just going to pause again. So my first WIP from 2025, I started on the 1st of January. So a new year, new start. And it was the 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Annie B's Folk Art. Now, I was about to class this as a finish, but I've decided it's not quite done. So I can't really class it as a finish just yet. But I was aiming to do one of these per month through the year to get them done by the end of the year. And as far as the cross-stitching is concerned, I did do that. So I will show you what I've done. I've done all the cross-stitching, but they've still got beads to go. So I plan on getting these beaded this year, and then they will definitely be finished. Sorry, crinkly bag. So we've got number 1. Number 2. number 3, ooh, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10, 11, and I'm going to put that behind because it's going to show through otherwise, and 12. So they are all stitched on an 18 count black Ada, and I just used one strand of the Call 4 DMC for each of those. So as I say, the stitching is done, so sort of a finish, but they've still got some beads to go. So I'm going to try and get that beading done soon, and then that should be an easy finish. However, I've not actually done any beading yet. A lot of my projects do require beads, so yeah, I just need to bite the bullet and get some beading done, and then I won't be quite so scared of beads anymore. So that was the first start of 2025. I need to sneeze again. Is this the most annoying WIP Parade you've watched so far of all this stopping and starting? I do apologise. Right, the next one is a mini Santa Nutcracker, which is an arty design that I started on the 12th of January 2025. I love this one. It looks like this when it's done. It's got artwork by Lynn Bywaters. I love the colours. I just think he's great. I really like it. And this was the project that I was using in December as my 100 stitch a day project. And I've also been working on it this month just slightly because it was a WIP Go call for me. And this is where I'm up to. Isn't he great? So I am up to 29.77%, which is 4,823 stitches. I'm stitching this on an 18 count white Ada. So currently all of this is filled in. There's some gaps around here, but yeah, all this is now done. I finished this block last night of all these 3865 stitches. So yeah, this is the full width. It comes up to here. So I plan on starting to work down here, and then I can take it down. So yeah, I think when I started this month, I was on 4,200 stitches. So I've done, what have I done? 6,000, just over 600 stitches so far. So another 600 odd to go for this month's WIP Go. But yeah, really happy with that one. And this is in a turtle, no it's not, it's in a Hot Trotter Stitches bag. More dinos. Love this one. I love the inside of this as well. So that one can definitely stay out. Next is a big full coverage, and this is also on my WIP Go this year. It won't get much progress at all for the size of the pattern, but every little helps. And this is Birth Flower February Iris, and it is by Sunflower Stitches. And this is what it'll look like when it's done. Isn't it absolutely stunning? I absolutely love these like stained glass window effect designs. I just think it's beautiful. And I haven't got very far. This is in a cross stitch Jess bag. More dinos, obviously. I did tell you I had a bit of a dinosaur obsession. This is stitched on a 25 count Lugana, and this is where I'm up to so far. So this is we started on the 10th of Feb 25, and it is 1.09%, which is 1,738 stitches. I love it. So this will definitely get a little bit of love this year. Hopefully 5,000 stitches will get in it, but not that that will really get us very far at all. But progress is a progress. Okay, WIP number 29 lives in a lovely Sobe Bags bag. I love this floral print, and this is Quaker Bee by Yasmin's Made with Love. Now this was a very much an unplanned start, but I'm very glad that I have started it. Where is it? Must be on here somewhere. There it is. And this is Queen Bee. I think this is just a beautiful design. I love so many of Yasmin's designs. I really need to get working on some more, really. And this was started because I bought some fabric at the last Ladybird retreat from Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery, and I bought some Weeks Dye Works 32 count linen in Aztec Red. And on my table was a cross stitch Jess who was stitching a project on this fabric. There was Goo from Gooey Glam Stitches who was also stitching on this project. And when I bought, no, not on this project, on this fabric. And when I bought this fabric, I decided to cut a bit off and give it to another lovely stitcher on my table, Beth Chadwick, Stitch with Beth, so that we could all stitch on something on the same fabric. And this was the start that I went for on here. And this is where I'm up to so far. So I have got to 10.95%, which is 845 stitches. Started on the 13th of April. So yeah, I just really like this on this fabric. I think it's really pretty. So yeah, I'd love to get back to that one, just to do, yeah, I really like the fabric. If you want some of this fabric or anything else from Rachel's shop, I do have an affiliate code, which is EmmaX5, which will get you 5% off if you spend more than £10. So definitely go and check out Rachel's shop for all your stitchy goodies. Her shop's great and her customer service is just fabulous. Love it. Right, next is Mermaid by Gecko Rouge. So it's another full coverage design. This is in, I think this bag is by Lauren, Cross Stitch Bunny. Yes, beautiful fabric. And this I started as part of this year's Mermania. I started on the 10th of May 2025. I started this with Jo from Belushi Stitches, and I started this with Kelly from Animal Instinct. And this is what she will look like when she's done. Isn't she stunning? Did I say artwork was by Lorna, Laine? I don't know. So I got this as a full kit. Now this I'm actually stitching on 28 count, which isn't necessarily what I requested, but I'm rolling with it because I like it. And I am at 4.09%, which is 2,633 stitches. So that's where we're up to so far. I love her. And we actually all got to stitch on this together at the Floss Friends retreat in Rotherham this year as well. So I might pop a picture in of that because it was really lovely to see all three of them together. So yeah, this is on my WIP Go for this year. So hopefully this will get at least 5,000 stitches. Love, love, love that one. My basket seems to be getting very full. Okay, next is Here Comes the Sun from Stitchman Darcy. I love this pattern. This is what it'll look like when it's done. It's so cheerful. I love it. I love the fabric that this is done on. So I kept with the pink theme. I started this on the 19th of June 2025. It's in a really cute little bag from Cross Stitch Jess. More dinos, obs. I'm using a Claire Brown fabric for this, which I don't think has a name, but it's pretty. This is still in its hoop, so let's just try and move these needle minders out the way. Oh, it's got a scissors stuck to the back and all sorts. Here we go. This is where I'm up to. So I am up to, where am I? 25.04%, which is 1,878 stitches. So I've done this little flower. We've started here and I've just been filling in the text. So yeah, we've gone with the pink with the hearts. I think it's really cute. This probably should be a finish this year because it's really not that big at all. But I love that one. In fact, I might leave that out. Get it done. Next is Poison Apple by Bella Filipina. And this is in a lovely cross stitch bunny bag. Love this pastel-y space print. And when this one is complete, it will look like this. I absolutely love this series. I'd really like to do them all at some point in time, but we'll get this one done first. So it's the Poison Apple. I'm stitching this on an 28 count chromatic alchemy fabric. It's a Jaslyn fabric. What's just falling out this bag? And it's in the colour Patriot. I started this on the 23rd of June 25, and I started this from Jo from Belushi Stitches, and since then Goo from Gooey Glam Stitches has also joined us. And this is where I'm up to. I'm quite happy with this, to be honest. Considering this is a paper pattern as well, I'm really pleased as how I've got on with this one. So this has got quite a lot of gaps in it still down here. All these bits are gaps. and all around here there are gaps where beads will go. But it's coming along really nicely. I just love her on this fabric. I'm so happy with it. I really like to get back to this one actually. Looking at her now. Stunning. Really like that one. Oh, this was tricky to get in this bag. Can I get it back in without ruining it? There we go. It's sort of in. That'll do for the time being. Next is Tulipa by Glendon Place. It's in a lovely Sobe Bags bag. Beautiful design. This is a hefty bag because it's I think it's got A, a huge piece of fabric, and B, it's got all the dinky dyes and beads that I need to kit this up. So this is this pattern. It's absolutely stunning. It's called Tulipa, Glendon Place. I love it so much. As soon as I saw this, I just needed to buy it immediately. And this is stitched, I'm using a 28 count pearl grey linen. Just this is why I got one. Yeah, as I say, I'm using all the call for dinky dyes. I started this on the 8th of September. And this is where I'm up to so far. It's just beautiful. I really like it. Love that one. So that's that one. We're getting there, guys. We're nearly there. Next is, this is where I think my needle lock designs obsession began. I love needle lock designs. So this is Divine Beasts. And I think we can get a picture of this one. I can get a mock-up at least. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. I just love Iris's designs. I think they're absolutely stunning. So this was a stitch along as part of her, it's not a Patreon. I think she's on Ko-fi, and as part of the Cato Rancho tier, you get a free pattern each month and they're all beautiful. So this was a stitch along and I didn't get very far. I'm stitching this on 32 count Chromatic Alchemy in Farrago. I started this on the 22nd of September. So I've just been this way, I don't know. Either way, I've been starting on the border. And for the border, I am using, it was called for in 3 different blues. And instead, I had a chat with Rachel at Talking Dog Stitchery to see what cottage garden thread she could match up for me. And this is the one we've gone for, which is blue red. So I love this for the border. So really need to get back to that one. At least get the border finished this year would be good, wouldn't it? And this is in a cross stitch Jess bag in this lovely sunflower print. That's that one. Next is a nice little start. It is Snail House Lemon by Alforest Embroidery. Now, if you've watched me for a while, you will know that I've already completed 6 of the Alforest snails. I'll pop a picture in of what this one will look like. I started this on the 11th of October and it's on, I got the kit for this one, so it's on a 32 count linen and it's only a tiny start. I don't even know which way up it is, let's go with that way. And again, it's using all the call for Alforest threads. So a teeny tiny start, but we're underway. I love that one. Right, I need to adjust again, my legs. Okay, so WIP number 36 is another Alforest design, and this is Black Roses. This is what it will look like when it's completed. I just love this one. I think it's such a beautiful design. This is in a Turtle Bay Stitches bag. More dinosaurs. And I'm stitching this on a 40 count linen from Luella's fabric. I love Luella's fabric, and it's in the colour Hunt. And this has just got a really small start in it somewhere. Here it is. I started this on the 12th of October 25 and I'm so far stitching this in DMC 500. Now I'm not sure whether that will be the only colour I use or whether I put in some other colours, I'm not yet sure, but that's where we're up to so far. I'm at 0.65%, which is 239 stitches, but I love it. I love this fabric so much. Lola. Sharon makes the best fabric, or some of the best fabric at least. I just love her fabric so much. I'm in her Fabric of the Month club. Okay, my next one was a start for my son. It's a massive full coverage and it is called Beyond the Horizon, and it is by, it's an unconventional cross stitch chart, artwork by Aja Trier, and it looks like, oh, come here. It looks like this. As soon as my son saw it, he wanted it. I don't think he quite realises how long it will take, but that's what this one will look like when it's done. This is in another cross stitch Jess bag, which I thought was perfect for this design. Lovely space print. Started this on the 16th of October. It's on 25 count Lugana, and this is where we're up to so far. So 0.41%, 508 stitches. This is on the WIP Go, so hopefully this will get a good chunk of progress in it this year. If you want to see this one much further along, go and check out Cross Stitch Jess, because she is flying through this one. Really, really like that. I think that's the last of my full coverages. Next is Stitch Together by Tiny Modernist. Now I started this with Jo from Bluesy Stitches, Kelly from Animal Instinct, and Jess from Cross Stitch Jess. We all attended the Floss Friends retreat, and 3 of us purchased this pattern together when we went on a cross stitch shopping day, and Jess also had the pattern, so decided to join us as well. And it's Stitched Together by Tiny Modernist. It's a really cute little design. Now originally we were planning on basically doing like a round robin and all stitching like a quarter or like a third or whatever on each other's, but we realised that that wouldn't work, particularly with Kelly living in Australia. It'd be a lot of postage costs basically, so instead we just stitched together on each other's. So I started this on the 18th of October. I'm using a 32 count Claire Brown fabric. I don't think it has a name. And this is where I'm up to so far. So most of this stitching isn't actually mine. I think the start of the bobbin's mine. But yeah, that's all I'm up to so far. But I love this one. I love the memories that are sort of like attached with it. We're nearly there, guys. Not far to go. Right, WIP number 39 is T-Rex by Silver Creek Samplers. Will look like this when it's done. Love this one. This is in another Turtle Bay Stitches bag. More dinosaurs. And I started this one on the 30th of November. I'm stitching this on a Coffee Craft fabric. It's a 32 count even weave. Haven't got very far on this one. Just a little start to show you. I just started in the middle, so I've got the start of the R. And I have one final WIP to show you. Let me just pop this one away. So the last one, it's in a bag from, I'm pretty sure this is made by Sammy at Little Loops. And this is a needle lock design. It's called Triceratops, and it looks like it will look like this. I love it so much. So this was a release on her Ko-fi. I think this was the December release. So I started this on the 1st of December. I used the Loela's fabric, 28 count. It's the November fabric of the month, and this is where I got up to. So this is 26.46%, which is 1,739 stitches. I love it so much. This should be finished this year, I hope. So that is my WIPs. So that brings us up to a grand total of 40 WIPs. So we're on 10 more than everything's falling over. We're on 10 more than we started the year with. So just to bring you with the final stats. So as I say, we ended 2024 on 30 WIPs. We had 14 finishes in 2025. I've had 26 new starts. And if you are very good at mental maths, you may notice that that doesn't quite add up. I've already had 2 finishes in 2025, which I'm very proud of, but I'm not going to show them in this video because I feel like that will confuse matters. So yeah, 14 finishes, 26 new starts. So we end 2025 on, oh, I was going to say we now end on 40 whips, but we don't. We ended on 42, didn't we? 42 whips we brought in, but I finished 2. We're now on 40 whips anyway. So yeah, it's a lot. It seems like a lot for my brain, but also I'm just really enjoying it, and I'm enjoying lots of new starts and all the stitchings. So yeah, I obviously have a few plans for the year, but I don't know. I'm gonna see how the year goes. I've really enjoyed making myself like a few sort of like set plans and then trying to cross them off through the year, and I did do really well on that this year. So I've made a few small plans here and there. Obviously there's the WIP Go that I really want to try and get done this year as well, to try and get through some full coverages. But yeah, I hope that you will join me on my 2026 cross-stitching journey, and we'll see what we get to. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I am so sorry for all the stopping and starting and sneezing and being cold. Yeah, it's probably not been a pleasant watch, but I really appreciate it if you stuck around to the end. Yeah, I need to go and edit this monstrosity now and get some stitching done. So thank you so much, and I will see you all again soon. Happy stitching. I hope 2026 brings you lots of stitchy joy. See you soon.